Hi, Brenda Grum, she, hers. This is a video specifically about some common symptoms or experiences in the various dementia journeys, whether we're talking about a specific form of dementia like Alzheimer's or Lewy body or frontal temporal, or maybe simply mild cognitive impairment. Maybe none of these, just simply you're seeing some changes in yourself or in your person. I'm going to talk through some things that maybe you might not think of when you think of brain impact. And I want to share these things because if you are seeing them in yourself or in your person, it is good to get checked out. Just because I'm a dementia specialist and this is a video about common dementia symptoms does not mean you have a form of dementia. There may be other stuff going on, whether it's nutritional deficits or infection or other illness, etc. So, in no particular order, I think we often, when we hear dementia, we think memory loss, but that's not always the case. If there is memory loss, it's often short-term or more recent memories, but older memories may still be really solid. But memory is not always impacted in the different dementias. What can be impacted is somebody's ability to process communication. So if you are seeing or you are seeing in your person, maybe you're having a little bit of difficulty following conversations now, or you're at work and you're having trouble kind of tracking what's being said in the meeting. And you may notice, especially if there are a bunch of people or a bunch of stuff going on, or if the meeting or the conversation is in a real busy place, but just difficulty or slowness of processing. You may find your ability to verbally communicate is impacted. Maybe you are slower to verbally communicate. Maybe you say a word that's close but not quite. A hairbrush, toothbrush, that sort of thing. Maybe you are in a sentence and you get stuck trying to remember a word. Maybe you forget a name, or you see someone and you can't quite process how you know them. Those can be common symptoms. Visual perception. And this one I think is not talked about enough, but you may see, you or your person may see that you're having a change in your ability to process depth perception, right? So maybe in your home, or maybe as you're driving, or as you're approaching to get on the bus, if you notice you're having like this, the object isn't quite where you thought it was, that could be. Changes in decision-making or what I call impulse control. So, maybe with decision-making, maybe you've always been a generous person, but now you're just given to anybody who asks, or maybe you've sort of fallen for some scams that you wouldn't have fallen for before. Maybe your filter is impacted. So maybe you hate these glasses that I'm wearing, and you wouldn't normally say something, but now you see them and you're like, oh, you look like a clown. Like just that inability to filter and maybe say the nice thing instead of the rude thing. Let's go back to visual perception. Sometimes misperceiving objects. So especially around dusk, maybe there are shadows, or you get up at night and you see this antique hall tree and you think someone's in the corner. Those can be. So these are some common symptoms of the various dementias. If you are seeing this in yourself or in your person, it's good to get checked out. Doesn't mean you have dementia. There may be something else going on, but I want to highlight them because I think often we're afraid to take action or go checked out from the doctor, or we think, gosh, there's this weird stuff going on in communication, but my person's memory is fine, so they must be fine. But I hope this was helpful. Thank you.